Today I am going to explain you lesson number 2, celebrating Bihu. So please open page number 11 and listen to the explanation carefully. As we all know, India is a land of diverse culture and religion, and we celebrate various festivals in India like Diwali, Eid, Holi and many more, and enjoy its festivities because festival is the time of celebration and togetherness. In this chapter, we are going to read about one of the festivals of Assam called Bihu. Assamese celebrate 3 types of Bihu in a year: Rongali Bihu, Kongali Bihu and Bhogali Bihu. This chapter is a sneak peek of these 3 types of Bihus. Let's start now. Ma, Baba and I were traveling to Guwahati to visit Aunt Ratna's family. I was very excited to visit Assam. Aunt Ratna had once told me that Assam is one of the most beautiful states in India. She had also said that Assam is very rich in agriculture and the 3 harvest festivals of Bihu are its most important celebrations. So this story is about a boy who tells that he and his family traveled to Guwahati at Aunt Ratna's house, which is in Assam. He was very thrilled to visit that place because Aunt Ratna already told him many good things about this place. As Assam is very rich in agriculture, means food grains are grown in abundance there. I asked Baba to tell me more about Bihu. He said, the Assamese celebrate 3 types of Bihu in a year: Rongali Bihu at the start of sowing of seeds, Kongali Bihu when the sowing is completed, and Bhogali Bihu at the end of harvesting period. So when he asked his father about it, he explained him about all the 3 types of Bihu that Assamese celebrate. First is the Rongali Bihu. It means when the farmer put or sow the seeds in the ground. And Kongali Bihu is the time when the seeds are sown or the cultivation is over. Bhogali Bihu is the time when the crops are fully grown and ready to cut off or gather from the farms. Turn the page. In fact, we are going just in time for Kongali Bihu, said Ma with a twinkle in her eye. And the family of the boy was just going to reach Guwahati at that time when Rongali Bihu is to be celebrated. And the happiness can be seen in the eyes of the mother. You can see here it is written with a twinkle. Twinkle means she was very excited and happy to reach the place. When we reached Guwahati, we were welcomed warmly by Uncle Pramod and Aunt Ratna. My parents told them how eager I was to know about Bihu, and they enthusiastically described the festival to me. So they were happily welcomed by Aunt Ratna and Uncle Pramod, and the boy's parents even told them how excited he was to know about the Bihu. So they also, with lot of excitement, explained everything to him about the festival. Rongali Bihu is the Assamese New Year, began Uncle. It marks the arrival of spring. We usually celebrate it in the middle of April every year. It is called Rongali Bihu because of the happiness it brings to people. So his uncle also told him that for Assamese, this time is called the start of New Year. So they celebrate it enthusiastically. It shows the appearance of spring. Spring means when the weather gets warmer. Oftenly they celebrate Rongali in the April month, in the mid of the April month, as it brings prosperity, joy and good fortune to the people. Actually, we celebrate Rongali Bihu over several days, continued Aunt Ratna. Since Bihu is about farming and cultivation, farmers spend a whole day decorating their cattle. They bathe their cows and bulls with maha halodi, a paste of small black gram and a little turmeric. After this, they decorate the animals with a few garlands. Aunt told him that they celebrate this festival for several days, means for many days, and as it is related to farming and cultivation, They give respect to their cattle and show acknowledgement and spend the whole day by giving them bath and putting mahalodi paste, which is made of black gram dal and turmeric. Black gram dal is urad dal and turmeric is haldi. They even put garland on their neck and show gratitude towards them. Thank you. We will continue with the next part in the next. Hello everyone. Now we are going to start second part of lesson 2, celebrating Bihu. So please be ready with your books. As in the first part, it is already explained that the boy reached his aunt's place during festival time and got the opportunity to see how Rongali Bihu is celebrated. He also saw that people give special care to their cattle as they help them to reap a good crop. So they dedicate the whole day in decorating them. Now we will start with the second part. Open page 12, fourth paragraph. The next day we all wore new clothes and welcomed aunt and uncle's friends and relatives. I couldn't stop eating the tasty laru and pitha, traditional Assamese sweets. I also saw many people gifting each other hand-woven cotton towels called gamosas. Aunt Ratna explained, on this day the Assamese greet each other, welcome their guests and pay their respects to elders in the family by presenting them with new gamosas. She gifted me a lovely red and white gamosas as a keepsake. The next day, they all got ready and wore new clothes to welcome the guests and relatives. Sweets like laru and pitha, that is the traditional sweet, and they offered to all the guests and exchanged greetings and gifts among them. Means they show regard and honor to all and they exchange these gamosas. Gamusa is the most common gift exchanged by the people of Assam. It is a hand-woven towel made of cotton thread, and his aunt gifted him also one as a memento to keep as a memory. The next day we went along with aunt and uncle to watch a cultural program in a nearby park. We watched many performances of Bihu song known as Bihu Geet and a few traditional Bihu dances. So the next day he went to see the cultural programs which depict their culture and lifestyle, which was presented in the form of song and dance. Uncle Pramod said, in the past people celebrated Bihu only in the villages. These days, Bihu celebrations are common even in cities and towns. Old Bihu songs are wonderful to listen to. You know, they have been passed on from one generation to the next. Bihu dances are performed to the music of instruments like the dhol, pepa, tal, gogana and toka. Uncle Pramod also told the boy that previously these celebrations were limited only to the villages. Now it is celebrated in towns and cities also, so that the next generation also follow the same customs. They use special musical instruments like dhol, pepa to play the music. You can see the picture here. It is given in the page. I watched the Bihu dance performed by both men and women. It was so joyous. I loved its brisk step, means quick steps, and hand movements, and joined in the dance. I was shy at first, but soon began to thoroughly enjoy the music and the steps. Everyone clapped when the dance ended. It was a truly delightful end to the day. And the boy and his family, they enjoyed the dance performance which was done by both men and women, as they both took part in this dance. He was very happy to see the way they danced, so he also took part in it, and he felt pleasant when everyone clapped after their performance. Before leaving Guwahati, I promised Aunt Ratna that I would visit them again to participate in the two other Bihu festivals as well. Kongali Bihu, when farmers light saki or earthen lamp. Earthen lamp are made of clay in the paddy field and pray for a good crop. And Bhogali Bihu with its feasting and bonfire. So at last the boy promised his aunt that he would like to come to this place again to see the other two Bihu festivals and to see how these paddy fields, means the fields which are flooded with rice, to see how the fields look like, and to see the bonfire. And feasting means, feasting is the party time when we celebrate. We have special meal to eat. And the bonfire. Bonfire means a large outdoor fire as a part of the celebration. So he enjoyed a lot and he promised his aunt that he will again come to this place. Thank you.